Good morning, my 5th period 8th grade math class. Today we are going to conclude our discussion on section 6-3C, Solve System of Equations by Graphing, which comes from our Glencoe Math Connects Course 3 book. Okay, yesterday we left off with talking about systems of equations with no solution and infinitely many solutions. Ooh. Okay, I got to figure out how to get the pencil to write. Okay, so first off, let's talk about a system with no solution. Now, I mentioned to you yesterday what a system of equations with no solution is going to look like. Who remembers? Yes, Angela. Correct. Okay, number one thing you need to remember, if a system of equations has no solutions, it will be parallel lines. If a system of equations has no solution, who can tell me something about their slope? Parallel lines? Hunter? That's correct. If a system of equations has no solution, their slope will be exactly the same. And there's... Do what? It'll be alright. If a system of equations has no solution, who can tell me something about their y-intercept, Braxton? Oh, yeah, come on, Braxton. They're different. Very good. See, you did know something. Thank you for helping him.
What?
Just kidding, just kidding.
Good, this is not even fun.
Okay, make sure that you know those three things. That will help you so much before you even graph it. To know that system of equations with no solution, the slope will be the same, but the y-intercept will be different. Okay, now just to review from yesterday about a system of equations with infinitely many solutions. Okay, who can remember something? We briefly talked about infinitely many solutions, and I think I mentioned something to you about infinitely many solutions. Sort of, kind of. Something else. Add something to it. Yes, go ahead, Hunter. Slope is definitely the same, but something else is the same. The coordinates, the y-intercept. Okay, infinitely many solutions. Your slope and y-intercept will be the same. Not only that, and of course, you know, this stands to reason. If my slope and my y-intercept is the same for the system of equations, then the equations will be exactly the same when we are in slope-intercept form. Now, if you can remember this tidbit of information, that's going to make life a whole lot easier for you. Thank you. Okay, anything that you would like to say or add or question at this point? I take that as a no. Okay, let's go on. All right, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to look at a system of equations that has no solution.
Why does the arrow keep on coming down?
I think because I was writing too close to the top. All right, first off, yes, ma'am. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do this one again because yesterday when we did this, Angela, we didn't look at the graph. So we're going to look at it one more time so we can look at the graph. All right, now, yesterday when we looked at this problem, y equals, what is my slope-intercept form? Please. Y equals mx plus b. Okay, now yesterday, did we say that both of these equations are in slope-intercept form?
Yes.
Okay. Y equals 2x minus 1. What is my slope for this line?
2 over 1.
2 or 2 over 1. What is my y-intercept for this line?
-1.
Most excellente. Now let's see if you remember the tougher one. Y equals mx plus b, and we're looking at the equation y equals 2x. Yes, I do need to add that plus 0 because there's nothing there, and nothing is what? 0. Very good. So my slope here is what?
2 over 1.
2, which equals 2 over 1, and my y-intercept is 0. Okay, now think, yes, sir.
So, the left one, are you doing like the y equals 2x? Which one are you doing? Like the left one? Then which equation are you doing?
We're looking at both right now. We're going to graph both of them.
Okay.
And what we're trying to decide is,
Oh, I see it now. My bad.
what is the solution? Okay, you're good?
Yeah.
What is the solution for this system of equations? All right, now, thinking about the information that I gave you just a minute ago in the previous slide, tell me what you know about systems of equations with no solution. Tell me about their slope. Tell me about their y-intercept.
Slope is the same, y-intercept is different.
Very good.
Good job, Luke.
Luke's got it. Slope is the same. Y-intercept is different. Tell me something about this system. Tell me something about their slope. Tell me something about their y-intercept.
Their slope is the same.
Slope is the same. M's are equal. Okay, now tell me something about their y-intercepts. B's are not equal. How about if I do it that way?
Yeah.
So what do you suppose is going to happen when we graph these lines?
Parallel.
Going to be different. They're going to be what, Bruce? Parallel. They are going to be parallel. So now I want us to look at the graphs. You're correct. So we know this system of equations has what for a solution? No solution. Woo! All right, we're getting somewhere. All right, let's go on to the next slide. All right, so let's look at first a system of equations with no solution. Yes.
It started over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're started right all over.
Okay, now I've got to find out how to put graph paper on here. Let's see.
You know you're recording.
Yeah, I know I'm recording.
Oh, y'all.
That's not it. Somehow I made an 8 on there.
I think that's the one that you started that.
Uh-oh. I can't erase it anyway.
Well, that thing at the bottom where it has like a little picture on it.
Here,
No, on the other side of there, yeah.
here, that makes it bigger or smaller.
Hey, go down there.
Alright, I've got some, until I can. Alright, so now we're ready to look at the graphs for this equation. We had y, whoa, stay there, yes. Y equals 2x minus 1 and y equals 2x. So let's get our x and y axis. We are recording, students. Whoa, that is a horrible line. Shh. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now let's talk about where I need to start the first equation. Y equals 2x minus 1. Negative 1 on what? Negative 1 on the y-axis, which is going to put me right here. Up to and what? Up to and over which way, right or left?
Right.
Okay, now I can do that again. Up to, right 1. Up to, right 1. All that's going to do is help me get a straighter line. You can put as many points on there as you want to. All it's going to do is help you get your line straighter. Okay, now I'm going to connect the dots. Okay, and I have y equals 2x minus 1 graphed. Now, where am I going to start to graph the equation for y equals 2x? Hello? Where am I going to start to graph the equation y equals 2x? At the origin, 0. Okay, and from the origin, how do I move?
So up to over
the
one
right.
Over right, good. Up to right 1. I can do it again, up to right 1. Of course, I'm getting into where I wrote that equation, and that's okay. So then I play connect the dots. Yeah, it's a little dark. We'll figure it out.
What if your line don't crisscross?
They don't.
This is the no solution. They didn't.
Correct. So my equation here is y equals 2x. And just as we thought, just as we said, just as we thought, these lines do not cross, as you pointed out. They do not cross. Therefore, there is no solution to this system of equations. Okay, let me ask a question before we go on. Do you have questions?
No.
Is there anybody who is missing something somewhere? You don't understand why there's no solution?
Yes, why is there no solution?
Why is there no solution?
Because they don't cross. They're always parallel. Otherwise, if they had a solution,
Mr. Dog used me, I wasn't here.
That's okay. Go ahead. Answer. Go ahead and say that answer again.
If it's no solution, the lines never cross, they're always parallel.
Very good. No solution. The lines do not cross. They're always parallel. And what that means, the previous examples that we've looked at, there was exactly one solution. The lines intersected at exactly one point. These have no solution. They do not intersect. There is not an ordered pair that will make both of these equations true at the same time. All right, now, before we run out of time, we've got just a few minutes left, and I can show you how to do the infinitely many. Who was asleep? Shh. Y'all be nice, be good.
I can fall asleep like sitting up, dude. That's so hard.
I've done it.
My grandma falls asleep.
What'd you say?
Thank you, Modesty. Shh, 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 shh. Okay, recording now. Recording's still going. Let's look, before time runs out on us, let's look at a system of equations that have infinitely, and I'm going to abbreviate this, infinitely many solutions.
I can't see.
It'll be alright.
Sorry about that. Infinitely many solutions. Now let's look at these two equations. Your directions are to solve the system by graphing. Y equals 3x minus 2 and y minus y minus 2x equals x minus 2. First off, is both equations in slope, are both equations in slope-intercept form? No. Which one is, which one's not?
Top one is, the bottom one's not.
Very good, thank you. Got two people on that one, Gracie and, well, actually several. Gracie was the loudest. That's good. Loud's a good thing sometimes. All right, now what do you propose that I do to get this bottom equation in slope-intercept form? One thing I got to do.
Add 2x plus 1.
Woo, yes.
Yeah.
You gotta make it
You ain't gonna want to cross the rail.
Okay, when I add 2x to both sides, you tell me, what am I going to have now?
That's gonna be negative
Y equals 2x minus 2.
1.
Wait a minute. What's the coefficient of this x?
1.
So I got 1x plus 2x. What's that?
3x. So y equals 3x.
Uh-huh.
Is this the only
3x what?
minus 2?
Ooh.
Is this the only time that you're going to be adding or subtracting?
Yes. Yes, they're both positive. Shh. Y'all listen. We don't have much time. Y'all can listen for just about 4 more minutes. Shh. Now then, we've solved it. And to answer your question, yes, we added these because they're both positive. Now, look very closely at these two equations. Look back at your characteristics for a system of equation that has infinitely many solutions. Yes.
slope and y-intercept is the same.
Okay, pause right there. Are the slope and the y-intercept the same?
Yeah.
Yep. And why are they the same?
Because they're infinitely big solutions.
Yes, there are infinitely many solutions, but tell me something about what happened when we got the bottom one in slope-intercept form. Well, how's it related to the first one?
So it's all the same.
They're all the same. It's exactly the same. So let's go ahead and graph it.
So this one's gonna crisscross.
Let's see if they crisscross.
Nope.
Yeah, try to be the exact same line.
Oh, there you're on to something.
It's gonna be the same one.
Very good. Ooh. All right, so tell me, where is my starting point to graph that top equation?
-2.
-2. On which axis?
Y.
Because it's called the what? Y-intercept. Excelente. Now, from that point, you good?
Yes.
From that point, what do I do? How do I get my next?
3 and over 1 right.
Good. Excelente, Kayla. Up 3. 1, 2, 3, and over 1 right. There's my point. Now, I can graph a line with 2 points, but to get it nice and straight, hopefully, I'm going to put 1 more point on there. So I rise 3, 1, 2, 3, over 1. So now we're graphing that first line. Okay, now that we have the second line in slope-intercept form, where's my starting point? Goodness. And how do I graph it? Rise 3, run 1 to the right. I'm going to do it again. Rise 3, run 1 to the right. Oh, looky, looky, looky. All right, no free advertising on my videos. Okay, kids, look, what happened?
They were the same.
They are exactly the same line. All right, listen up. Shh. Here's what I need you to do. Shh. Listen, please. I want to make sure that you understand the things that we've discussed over the past 3 days. So I want you to take a little formative assessment for me. Stop putting your stuff away. You got to write this down. Just to prove to me, this is one of those prove it to Miss Crumpton things. Just to prove to me that you understand how to graph a system of equations with one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. I would like to give you a formative assessment from page 375. I want you to do problems 1 through 4, please. 1 through 4. That's not very many problems. 1 through 4 on page 375. Now, if all goes well, I'm going to try to get this video posted to YouTube. Y'all did a great job. Thank you so much for listening. And I'll post it to YouTube and post a link on our Facebook homework page. Yeah, go ahead, get your cameras out, take a picture of that assignment if you need to.
Can I go to Miss Carter's room?